back to J-Ren's Talks. Today we're going to go over the drop list for week 12 of Supreme. There's some pretty decent items. We're going to go over the hype of these items, the retail prices, some resale predictions, and my personal opinions. But before we get to that, I do want to say one thing because some people don't get to the end of the video, and I just want to put it out here right away. Next week I will not be making a drop list video for week 13 because I will be at a camp. Hopefully I have Wi-Fi at this camp. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I will. But I will not be in the right environment to create a video and post it. So at the end of this video, I'm going to put two of my favorite YouTubers that I personally watch for my drop list info. After I make mine, I look at theirs and see if ours are sort of the same, and I kind of use theirs for my cops. If I want to get something, I usually just watch theirs. So I'm going to put theirs at the end of the channel, where it'll be like, thanks for watching. It'll be subscribe, me, a recent video that you might like of mine, and then there are two channels, so you can click on them and take a look. So let's get into this week. As you know, we're going to start at the bottom of the hype and work our way to the top. So starting at the bottom, we have this work short coming in 9 colorways for $110. I've never seen an item have so many colorways. There actually are a pretty decent amount of cool colors. Like, I like the ones with like the spots on them. I think they're pretty cool, but for $110 I am not buying these, so I'm gonna let these sit. Then following that up, we have this Toy Uzi 6-panel. I swear I made this in a recent video. I think it was 2 weeks ago. I don't even know, week 10, but $48 coming in 6 colorways. Not gonna do great for resale, so just let them sit. And then we have another hat, this Racing New Air. It's coming in 4 colorways. It's just wild. It has all these different things happening. It says Supreme. That one's gonna be $68, so pretty expensive for a hat, but it doesn't matter. They're not gonna do well for resale, but if you like it, go for it. But I think this is just a wild hat, probably one of the worst I've seen from Supreme. Next up, we have another hat. This is the checkerboard camp cap, coming in 4 colorways for $54, and these are just like a checkerboard on a hat with a Supreme logo. I think the one with the red box logo will sell out, but the rest are just gonna sit. They just look kind of crazy. It looks like something from the Kentucky Derby, like, I don't know, kind of weird. But yeah, no, they're not cool. I don't like them. They're not going to do great for resale, but out of all the hats coming out this week, this one's probably the best, but again, you're not going to make that much money off of it. Then we have this wash shirt coming in 5 colorways for $128. It's really basic. It's literally just a button-up long sleeve that says Supreme, like right here where mine says Vans, but really nothing amazing here, so you let that sit, especially for $128. Then we have a Gore-Tex pant coming in 4 colorways for $218. These are actually pretty clean. I mean, they look nice. They have a stripe down the side. There's a blue, like an olive, a black, and a red colorway. Definitely the black I think is the coolest. Maybe the red too. And it says Supreme on the back. On the front, sorry. But it's just like, for $218, we're in the summer. No one needs Gore-Tex pants. But if you're packing up, getting ready for the winter, there you go. Next up, we have this putty tee for $98, and it's literally just a bunch of cupids or like little babies all over it, and I just think that's weird. So I'm not going for this. It's not going to resell, but I mean, it's definitely out there. It's definitely interesting. I don't know why you'd buy it, but if you want babies all over your shirt, there you go. Next up, we have this practice top coming in 4 colorways for $110. I actually think these are pretty fire. I definitely like the blue one. I just love those 3 different colors, the white, dark blue, and a light blue. And then it says another Supreme thing on the back, but it says Supreme on the front. This one for me might have to be a personal. I wear a lot of blue. I will wear a lot of white, as you can tell. But I definitely like that blue one a lot, so I'm going to have to look into that. But $110 is kind of pricey. If it was the price of a tee, maybe like $60, $70, I might, but ooh, 110's a little high. They're not going to do amazing for resale. Maybe the smalls will do a little bit, but you probably just let that sit. Then we have the Persistence of Memory. This is from one of those spring tees, and we're going to see a lot of spring tees coming back, but in different variations. You'll see what I'm talking about. But this is the Persistence of Memory. 3 colorways, $168, so really pricey on a short sleeve button up. Honestly, it's pretty fire. I like the black one, but most of these spring tees didn't do amazing on resale except for the Cupid tee. But this one, if you like it, go for it. You'll have a good chance at it. Next up, we have this rib stripe crew neck coming in 6 colorways for $138. These are actually pretty clean. They're just blank crew necks, but down at the bottom, it has Supreme in like a stripe, and then it has a date on there as well. Honestly, they're pretty clean. I like the white and the black and that neon yellow just because I think it pops really cool. But not really anything here for resale, but maybe a personal for you. Next up, we have a Supreme Playboy collaboration with this leisure zip up top, coming in 2 colorways for $138. This is just buns. Like, I don't think this is hype at all. I don't think this is cool. It's not gonna do well for resale, but a lot of people will just see Playboy and get hyped because usually there's pretty decent resale. But for these are not it. I mean, it's a zip up polo. Like, I don't understand that at all, but if you like it, go for it, but this is not going to do great for resale. Then following up that, we have a Gore-Tex court jacket to go with those pants. These are actually pretty clean. They're $298 and comes in those 4 colorways again. For the jacket, the black is definitely my favorite, then the red, but it's just a clean piece. It really is. But again, it's $300 and we're in the summer, so why would we want that? But if you want it, get ready for the winter time, go for it, but not going to do great for resale, especially with that high price. Next up, we have this Toy Uzi hooded sweatshirt coming in 6 colorways for $158. There's really not much to talk about here. It's literally just a blank sweatshirt that they just put the Uzi design on the front. So if you're trying to collect your Uzi stuff, then this is the way to go, I guess. You can get this in the hat, this drop, but really nothing here for resale, mostly just a personal if you're trying to collect that stuff. Next up, we have one of my favorites, and I'm going to put it as the sleeper of this week. It's the Molotov Kids skateboard. So that's coming from those spring tees. You got the Cupid, the Molotov, the Ghost Rider, the Raiders. You got all this stuff happening. These are the skateboards for the Molotov. There's 3 colorways, and they're only $49, which isn't bad for a skateboard. I definitely like that black one. I think it's so clean. With the black and then all these colors, and it just pops so nicely. This one is gonna have to be a personal piece. I could see this reselling for $60, $70, but after the taxes and everything, that's how much you're paying pretty much. So this is gonna have to be a personal. If you get all 3 and you have a collection, it'll probably be worth a little bit more. But overall, this is just gonna be something you're gonna hang in your room. I'm kind of debating getting the black one for my room for next year, but I think I'm gonna have to let it slide just because there's other items coming up. But again, if you go after the most hyped item, or one of the most hyped items, these are probably gonna sit a little bit longer, so you might be able to double cart that, John, and get that top stuff, check out, and then go back and get these. But I think they're pretty clean. Let me know what you think in the comments, which colorway you think is the best. Then we have the Playboy leisure shorts. These are to go with that top, that zip up. These are doing a lot better for resale, but not really anything amazing. They're just look like regular shorts with a little Playboy design. They're $118 and they are in those 2 colorways. I'm letting these sit. I don't think these are gonna do anything amazing for resale. Maybe $130, but even then, who cares? They're literally they're just bland to me. There's really nothing there that is exciting. Next up, we have one of my favorite pieces dropping this week. It is the New York painted trucker jacket. I think this is so fire. You got the denim color and then the black color. They're $238 each, but they're so clean. It just looks like a regular jacket, but on the back there's this awesome design, and I just think it looks amazing. Honestly, it's not doing amazing for hype, but I think it's fire. I think it's going to be another sleeper. But the problem is the retail is just so high, and that's killing the resale margin because of the tax, because of the shipping. You're going to be paying a lot of money for this. And I really don't see it reselling anything higher than $350, but it is clean, it is fire, I love it. Definitely in that, I think the denim color is just, like the blue colorway is just fire, but the black is pretty awesome too. Next up, we have this Fonts keychain. It's apparently 24 karat gold and it's only $48, so I don't know how that's possible. If it's real gold, it might just be like coated like lightly, I don't know. I think it's pretty clean. I wish it didn't have the fangs. If it was just regular teeth, it would be cool. But I mean, it is a fire piece. It might be something that you throw in with a double cart, you know, you get the Marvel top and this, but it might resell pretty quickly. There is pretty decent hype on this. I think the highest I could see it reselling is 100, but I mean, that's the highest. I don't think it gets anything higher than that. But it's definitely a cool little personal piece to put on your keychain. So definitely cool. Then we have the most hyped item for this week. This is the Supreme McDermott pool cue for $398. So, $400 for a pool cue. So if you are, you know, a professional pool player, this is something you're gonna want to go for. But there is so much hype on this piece. There's 20,000 likes on this piece, which is more than some of the like really resellable items from last week, like the Grand Prix jacket. But I mean, $400, I don't see this reselling that much. Like, I do not see it reselling for $600. I might be wrong, just because I don't, like, me personally would never pay $400 for a pool cue. I don't know why I keep messing up and saying pool cue, but I can't imagine someone paying $600 for this. I mean, it is a collector's item. It is a McDermott, so it's not gonna be like some little Five Below pool cue. It's a nice, like, regular ones of these go for over $100. Put the Supreme branding and it just, you know, it explodes. But I don't know what to do with this. I really don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think it's gonna resell for. I don't see it hitting anything higher than $550, but I might be wrong. You know, this might be one of those things that I just don't know enough about pool cues, and I don't know much about this. But it's definitely, accessories are hyped this season. And this is definitely one of those that a collector's gonna want to go for. So that wraps it up for this week. There's definitely some sleepers, definitely some personal pieces to go for. So pretty decent week coming off of week 11 here at week 12. Again, like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. In the comments, let me know what you're going for as well. I'd like to see what you guys are trying to cop. Again, in the description, I didn't mention this, but in the description, I have a Google form. I'm going to be collecting questions, so you ask me any question you want, and I'll try to answer it, and I'll put together all the questions. I've gotten a few from you guys, which is awesome. But put in all the questions you want. You can put in as many as you want. I'm not getting your information at all. You're literally just anonymously posting a question to me, and I'll collect them all and make a video later on. So that's going to wrap it up. Again, next week I'm not going to be posting a video. I apologize already. But right after this is over, I'm going to put the YouTubers that I look up to and look at for Supreme, resell and drop list. So check them out. So that's going to be it. Without further ado, have an awesome day and good luck on Thursday copping.